first and 10.
All right, here we go. Let's go.
On the run, it's Smith. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. Give him 55 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Out. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Check. Ready.
Now it's Smith. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal.
No. Look at me. Door.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. 2nd and 9 now. He's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On the run, it's Perkins. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Let's give credit to the defense. They got plenty of bodies to the point of attack and stuff the run. But I just wonder if the offensive line let down a little bit, knowing that the big guy was getting the ball, and they just expected him to pick up a first.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Squeeze. Rush in.
They're going to run it with Murray. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Second and 6, just inside the 30. 2nd and 6. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
6-6, pull it high. Check three. Fair. Hey, wahoo! Now.
Operating from the gun, Sims. Escaping the pressure right. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Hey, lock it. Wishbone travel. Alert 3. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Barkley. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And an alley to run. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Odell Beckham, 41 yards. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Five.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. 71 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point right down the middle. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match. Odell Beckham Jr., the 20, 10, 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, 76 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4th. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the...
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as they are able to cut into that lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so, as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and they go, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
You're going to see me in your nightmares, son. You're going to see me in your nightmares. 61, Matchbox Lights. Check. Hey, Alpha. Check hot route. Hot. Say go.
They'll try and throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Ready, break.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds into half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Results in a fourth down.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position.
On the ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
218, chopper.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken very short. Now a hit and a loose football. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
Mike, 53.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
2nd and 14. It's caught by OBJ. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now Sims. This goes to Barber, the running back. This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, Jet.
Here's Sims. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 8 yards out, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the carry, here's Smith. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side here with Smith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. On first down, Murray. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. On third down, Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now back to throw. He completes it to Bryant. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Recon, 132 fighter, 50, play. Look at me. Go on, get it.
Smith trying to run for it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Another try for Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. With now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Hey!
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Bravo!
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Back to throw. Sims. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Hey, lock it.
Go. Tighten up. 25, check 25.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Sims, eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 18. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Smith. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Smith. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Let's go. 10 more.
At the 36-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up
Score.
At the 36-yard line.
5.
They'll drop the throw. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Ready. 15 line. Ready.
To throw on 2nd down. Sims. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
1st down, Giants.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
First throw now for the backup Manning. This one taken in by Hester. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Manning. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Manning setting up the screen here. It's Barber. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw. Sims. It's complete to Cruz. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. On 1st and 10, Sims. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
A good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Shoot! Watch the shoot! Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush. 55's my guy, 55. Pick me up. Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Got it.
55, 55.
You must be true.
Same.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Echo.
55, Mike 55. All day. All day.
Go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
Yeah. Mike 58 right there. Let's put him on the clock.
They'll run with Smith. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Again, it's Smith. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. And Lobo.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yeah.
Get it.
Looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 21, and they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Hey, Delta.
Big air, big air, big
Let's go.
Throwing again. Sims. Flush to his right. That'll be caught by Hester. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single.
Hey, zoom. Hey.
I got motion.
Lead grip.
On first down, Sims. To the left side and caught by Hester. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
He's coming. X3, 218, chopper. Hey, Charlie.
Back to throw. Sims. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike.
Hey, exit.
Mike 53.
On the book.
From the gun, Sims. And the pressure gets to him again. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.